Coming up on Wyln News, honoring those who fought for our freedom. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News on this Memorial Day. I'm Gary Perna. We begin the broadcast tonight in West Hazleton, where the rain canceled the parade, but it did not shut everything down. Instead of having the service outside, organizers moved it to the borough's community center. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich was there in West Hazleton and has more.
Though the rain may have postponed today's West Hazleton parade, members of the VFW and community leaders gathered at the West Hazleton Community Center to celebrate and honor those who have served and gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. It was also a bittersweet day for Mayor Frank Schmidt. Since he decided not to run for re-election, this is his last Memorial Day serving as mayor.
Yeah, this is my last year as mayor. I have 7 more months, but I'm still going to help out with the parade. I'm going to chair the parade to keep that going. Well, we really had a big parade plan. Unfortunately, the rain hurt us, and it's one of the biggest parades in the area. But we're going to have some speakers here, and then after that, we're going to let the people have a nice lunch.
Residents packed the center for this morning's ceremony. They were joined by the Anthracite Marine Corps League and keynote speaker Major General James Joseph. Shirley Singer got up bright and early this morning to attend the ceremony.
I wouldn't miss it because every year I do this. I belong to the Crime Watch, and it's to honor the veterans and those that died many years ago. I think it's a great honor that they have this. But the weather, it's too bad that the weather turned out the way it did.
We spoke with Master of Ceremony Tom Orgazalek, who is also the Senior Vice Commander of VFW Post 8253 and Chaplain of District 11 VFW. He summed up what Memorial Day means to him.
In Memorial Day, what we the veterans and the other citizens of our country do is honor all those brave service people who gave their lives in duty to their country in wartime. Now, we go out in the past 2 weekends, we were out in the cemeteries placing flags on the graves of all the former veterans. And it's a labor of love. And when you're done, all you have to do is drive by a cemetery and look at all of those flags waving in the breeze. It's something that should choke you up.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming.
In West Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Moving over to Beaver Meadows, where the rain pushed the parade along a little faster than normal. But that did not keep people from enjoying the parade that pays tribute to our veterans. We spoke with those that were watching the parade this year, some of them under umbrellas.
Everything. At one time, this was the biggest day in all of Beaver Meadows, where I was born and raised. It's wonderful. We look very much forward to it. My heart goes out to all these people in this rain. God bless them. If it weren't for the veterans, we wouldn't have the parade. The veterans have done everything for us. God bless them all, and thank you for all that you have done.
Thankful for our men and women in the military, and especially for those who we lost. And it makes me very proud to live in America and to be an American.
WYLN caught up with one of the parade participants and asked why he takes part in the parade.
For me, and I know for our company, it's amazing to get to represent not only our company itself, but also getting out and showing the community how much you support our veterans and our soldiers that have passed away. Well, hopefully, in my opinion, it means that they can see the support from the community for them always. I know they do an amazing thing in regards to serving our community, serving our country to make sure that we're safe. So again, and hopefully it shows that support that we're behind them 100%.
Following the parade, many gathered for a memorial service here in Carbon County. Well, it may have downpoured in Cunningham this morning, but that did not stop veterans and citizens alike from celebrating Memorial Day. WYLN's Maria Cinti has more on today's festivities and what this day means to veterans living in the borough.
You know, a lot of times we said all gave some gave all. Well, here we have a man in the community who gave his all.
That's veteran George DEMKO referring to Ralph E. Smith, a former Cunningham resident who passed away during combat in Vietnam 50 years ago. DEMKO says although he is honoring all of our fallen soldiers on this holiday, he wants to especially recognize Smith for his courage and accomplishments.
He has no next of kin living in the valley or anywhere around. His mother and father passed away, and I figured he should be honored for the amount of medals that he received while firefighting in Vietnam.
Smith is one of the many former soldiers that Cunningham citizens are honoring today. WVF Post Commander Jim Casarella says this day is not only meant for honoring those who have passed away, but those soldiers who are still fighting for our country.
Memorial Day is a day for all of us veterans to honor those veterans that made the ultimate sacrifice. And to go out and march, and then we do salutes at a couple of different cemeteries in the area. It is one of the things that we do every year and have done for as long as the post has been in existence.
Casarella participates in the Cunningham festivities on Memorial Day each year. He says it is an honor to participate and remember those who have sacrificed their lives for our country.
We hope that people will come out and still honor those that have died fighting the wars for this country, and it's our honor to do our salutes and to do that for them in their memory.
DEMKO says this day is just as much for the families as it is for the fallen soldiers.
Well, we're honoring those who died in battle. And that means a lot to most of us who come out here each year and who put the flags on the graves to make sure that we don't forget somebody made a sacrifice so we all could have freedom.
In Cunningham, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Cinti.
Now to Schuylkill County, where the rain did stop just in time for Tamaqua annual Memorial Day Parade. Many community leaders and organizations took part in the parade to pay tribute to those that did not come home.
It was great. I'm just thankful to God that the rain stopped, that they could have the parade, because Memorial Day, it's to honor the veterans and other people that died. This is great for the veterans because the veterans don't get what they actually need. There's a lot of crippled veterans that are in the VA hospital and they get mistreated. And I think they should do something more for our veterans that gave their lives, their arms, and their legs, and their minds.
It's Memorial Day, so it's not so much about the veterans, it's about the soldiers who died serving our country. I mean, that's why we have Memorial Day. We have Veterans Day for the veterans, but Memorial Day is to give honor for the fallen soldiers that, are never going to make it home, never be with their loved ones again, never see their family grow up. So it's touching that, the community comes out and supports them.
The parade marched down Broad Street in Tamaqua. Following the parade, a memorial service was held at Oddfellow Cemetery in Tamaqua. To the city of Hazleton, where they held their annual Memorial Day ceremony inside St. Gabriel's Church in downtown Hazleton. Our Julie Stefanovich was there and has the highlights.
Members of the West Hazleton and Hazleton Fire Departments, along with area dignitaries, hosted Hazleton's annual Memorial Day ceremony earlier today at St. Gabriel's Church. Though the weather was inclement, a 21-gun salute was held at St. Gabe's Cemetery shortly before the church ceremony. City Council members and Mayor Jeff Cassett were on hand to pay tribute and honor those who have served our country.
It's important to get together as a community to show respect for those who died, to give us our freedoms. Everybody likes to spend time with their family and do what they want to do. And it's just important that we remember the people that gave up their families to do those things.
Today is marked as a holiday on many people's calendars. And though numerous people had the day off, Memorial Day is a day of reflection and remembrance.
Today I wish that we would have more of a crowd in Hazleton, that the true meaning of Memorial Day is not picnics, a day off at school, like Father mentioned. We need to remember those that have gone before us and gave us what we have. So please, if you see a veteran today, tomorrow, any day, say thank you. And it's a very special day, and I'd like to thank the citizens of Hazleton, and God bless our veterans, and God bless Hazleton.
Speakers took to the podium, including Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale and guest speaker Father Gary Mensinger, who gave a moving speech. Musical tributes were also performed by area talents. Council President Jack Mundy credited those who were in attendance today.
They did a great job. Mr. Matz, who's one of the coordinators, this does a great job. The chief was here, the mayor. They did a great job. They made the ultimate sacrifice so we could live our lives the way we want to. And the fire chief read the Gettysburg Address that President Lincoln wrote. I mean, that was very nice. Everyone did a great job, and it's great to honor the people who made the ultimate sacrifice, our soldiers.
And as Tony Columbo stated, if you see a vet today, thank them for their service and fighting to keep us safe, sound, and free. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. To the borough of McAdoo, where they also held their annual Memorial Day parade this morning, just after the rain stopped. Members of the Hazletonian and Marian Catholic High School bands played patriotic music as they marched down the streets in McAdoo. They were joined by members of the VFW and AMVETS Post and a number of community organizations. American flags and banners lined the streets of McAdoo in respect of today's holiday in Schuylkill County. Well, Saturday, residents in Klein Township came out as supervisors unveiled a new memorial to honor the men and women that served our country and are serving in our military. Through donations, the township was able to create this new Veterans Memorial.
For setting up this memorial, it probably took us about 3-4 months. One of the things the board tried to do is do something special every year for the community with the community project. This was nice. What we had to do was we had to go ahead and prep the land, which was one thing. We actually took up a lot of the soil. We replanted grass. We paved. We placed concrete in for the flags. So there's a lot it took on. A lot of community members come out and helped us with that, which was nice. And one of the big things is funding. You always need funding to go ahead and be successful with these projects. The community was overwhelming to go ahead and contact me to go ahead and offer their support and funding. So it was really nice. And it is a nice tribute to our prisoners of war and our missing in action and all members that served in all branches of the service, especially on this weekend.
AMVETS member and veteran George Pennington took part in the service and was thrilled to see the memorial take shape.
Well, that was really nice. It's a nice affair. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're out here to honor all the veterans, the prisoners of war, the missing in action, all. It's a festive affair. I see everybody's had a good time, and that's what we wanted.
The flags will fly as a reminder to everyone that comes through the township that freedom isn't free. Over to the north side now, many in Freeland came together for their ceremony, parade, and pub run to celebrate Memorial Day. WYLN's Maria Cinti has more on today's events in Freeland.
Many children, adults, veterans, and city officials came together today in Freeland to celebrate Memorial Day and honor those who died while serving in the country's armed forces. And while both citizens and veterans take the day to remember their loved ones who have passed, many veterans also take it as a day to reflect upon their time in service. Freeland resident Martin BUDDAH is a Cold War veteran who participates in Freeland's Memorial Day festivities every year. He says he respects the many Freeland residents who have served in the armed forces.
As you look around, you can see the banners. There's hundreds of them. And they respect the fact that people have fought for their freedom. And it's a good thing to have in a little town of Freeland.
The activities in Freeland began with a ceremony this afternoon, followed by a parade and then a pub run later on in the day. And while each of these events have their own significance, they're meant to bring the community together and honor those who died in active service. While many people use Memorial Day to celebrate and honor those who have passed away in the line of duty, this holiday has several different meanings for many different people. BUDDAH and other veterans explain what Memorial Day means to them.
Memorial Day, to me personally, it means a lot of sorrow actually for the men and women who served our country and died, and POWs and the MIAs and sacrificed their life so I could have one. I think it's an honorable thing, and I salute them all.
My dad was a Korean War veteran. He passed away a few years ago. I always think about him on Memorial Day. Yeah, he fought in Korea. He was over there for a long time, and he told us stories about it, and I thought about that when I left high school and joined the Navy.
In Freeland, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Thanks to Maria and our entire crew today for heading out to cover these parades. Well, as we head out to break here, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. And remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back here. Stay with us.
Where are my customers? I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
Do you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online? Call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
Members of the Hazleton City Authority and Police Department came together for a special occasion on Friday. The City Authority presented the department with a check for $50,000. The money stems from civilian donations to the police department. Over the past 6 months, many residents have given annual donations through their water bills, and those contributions have clearly added up. Hundreds of contributions have been made over the past 6 months, and an amount that Police Chief Jerry Speziale says will be put to good use.
First step is going towards the scales. Those scales are going to make the roadways safer because we have truck traffic that is breaking our infrastructure, is also running overweight. That overweight is a danger to those that are out there driving their vehicles. So this is going to help us to enforce that and make people comply with the laws of the Commonwealth to make a safer Hazleton.
Although the checks was presented on Friday, it does not stop there. The initiative is still ongoing, so all residents and Water Authority customers can still contribute at any time. City officials say the contributions will help make the city a safer place and help those civilians that will continue to donate to a good cause. Well, coming up on Hazleton's News Choice and Community and You, we pay special tribute to our military heroes. Plus, Ting O is in with this week's edition of Medical Monday. Stay with us, everyone.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
Well, for today's Community and You, we thought it would be appropriate to play the special musical salute for the men and women in our armed services. We thank you for all you have done and all you have sacrificed.
States Coast Guard.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton, specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
So today we're going to talk about concussions, which is a very serious topic, especially to young kids. And recent research is showing that possibly some of our student athletes and other sports people are being cleared to return to play sports after a concussion when they may not be 100% fully healed. What the research showed was that there was other aspects of a concussion that may not be cognitive in nature, which is what most of the return to play protocols are based on. Our current return to play protocol is based on symptoms such as dizziness, headaches, and the person's ability to process information, which is all through a computerized test. What it doesn't allow is a physical problem that can sometimes occur after a concussion. A research article was done that showed student athletes after a concussion for the year afterwards were 300% more likely to suffer a lower extremity injury, such as an ACL sprain or an ankle injury, because even though they had been cleared cognitively, they may have still had either a postural or a coordination problem, which occurs when there's an insult to the inner ear or your vestibular system, which is also in your brain. What this actually means is that with our current return to play protocols, we may be not catching athletes that are 100% recovered. And this sets them up for something that could be fairly dangerous in the future, which includes a secondary concussion, which leads to all sorts of other problems such as post-concussion syndrome. If you're a parent with a student athlete, or if you're a coach, just understand that there is more to a concussion than the cognitive aspect. There is definitely a physical aspect, and unless you test this aspect, we may not catch some people that may not be 100% healed. One of the things we do recommend is that people should take a physical pre-concussion screen before the season starts. This way we have a computerized assessment of what that person is able to do physically and have it on record so that, God forbid, someone does suffer a concussion, we have something to compare with down the track after the concussion to make sure they are 100% fully healed. This way we can be sure in knowing that we're sending them back to sports with a lot less chance of suffering a second concussion and also suffering an injury to their lower extremities. If you have any questions or want to know more about concussion testing, especially the physical aspect, feel free to give us a call, 570-501-1808. We're here to help.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazeltonpt.com.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Your weather is next here on WYLN.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
It's the Memorial Day sales event at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Lease the Jeep Patriot 4-wheel drive for only $159 a month. Lease the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for only $299 a month. Get 25% off any in-stock Chrysler 200s. Look for the benefits of the Berger Advantage: lifetime safety inspections, lifetime tire rotations, 5 years of oil changes, and more.
At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Berger family dealerships. Drive with